Hello and welcome to Wackadoodle Time, your home for hot takes, deep dives, and unhinged theories from the world of Bravo and beyond. Each week, we take someone's Bravo hyperfixation and use it to discuss big ideas filtered through the perfectly imperfect people on our screens. We are your hosts. My name is Amy.
I'm Ellen.
How are you, Ellen?
I'm good. The funny thing that's happening in our house right now is that we got rid of our old couch that really needed to happen, and we're getting a new couch. And it was so there's just an empty space where the couch should be right now. And it was supposed to be delivered today, but now I've been told it's being delivered on Friday. So we just have two little chairs across from the television.
Just Trap House vibes over there. Just briefly. Just a little bit of Train Spotting, what have you. Great.
Yes. And one of the chairs is like the nice big comfy chair. And then the other one is like my bad desk chair. So there's an imbalance in who gets the good chair and who gets the bad chair.
It should be you all the time and not your husband, right?
Well, yeah, but then there's also a 3-year-old who he's always going to take the good chair.
Well, as he should.
He's a little prince.
He really is. I saw him last weekend and he couldn't have been more delightful.
He really loves your dog. He really loves Peggy.
Well, she loves him back.
He talked about Peggy the whole way home. Ugh. And he also called it Peggy's house. He said, I have a good time at Peggy's house.
Yeah. I mean, where's the lie? It is her house.
This is true. That's very true. How are you doing?
I've never peed in any corner. She has. So, like, it's her house. I'm good. Yeah, nothing to report. Yeah. Still just taking in all of the Bravo news. Still just new developments, new episodes. There's just a lot to unpack. So I think we should probably just get our guest right on out here. Nicole Sullivan, welcome to the pod. We're so happy to have you.
Thank you so much for having me. What if I just talked in real serious tones the entire time?
Like you're on NPR? That would be incredible.
Amy, we could do our best Terry Gross. Be like, hello.
Hi.
I don't really know how to do a Terry Gross impression, but other than it's very soft and serious and slow.
My impression of Terry Gross would be the ladies from SNL, the delicious dish ladies.
Yes.
Now, Nicole, I have had the pleasure of knowing you before you started watching Bravo, I think, and then after, correct? I'd love to hear a little bit about your journey.
I'll tell you the journey. The journey was, it was COVID, and I have a friend, she's a producer on Real Housewives, and I'd known that, but I sort of at the time prided myself on I don't watch any of that negative reality. I only watch positive stuff. And in my head it was like Biggest Loser, where they lose a lot of weight and things, where they torture people. But I said to her one day, I was like, I know it's like a big thing, but I just have never seen your shows. And she's like, okay. And it was COVID. I was like, but she's like, I'm going to send you one episode of one of the seasons of this show I do. And if you don't like it, then, but if you do, you're going to understand. You tell me if you can watch this episode and not want to watch this show. And I said, okay. She sent me season 12, episode 4 of Real Housewives of New York, which was the one where Leah runs around the pool naked with the tiki torch. And you can imagine, having never seen one episode of any Real Housewives show in your life, I was like, what is that? I called her immediately. I was like, I can't even. She's like, I know. I know. And so at that moment, I called Amy and I said, Amy, I need your help. This is what I need to do. I need to become a Housewives fanatic, and I don't know where to start. And Amy gave me like a tutor.
I made a curriculum.
Yeah. You're gonna start here. You're gonna start at the beginning with New York. She's like, beginning of New York. That's non-negotiable. Beverly Hills. She's like, you can start about 3 in. If you start at the beginning, great, but you can start at 3 in. And then there was you were like, Potomac, you can start here. You were very specific about what Salt Lake, all in from the jump, obviously. Yes. So we discussed where and how. And then now I'm watching Real Housewives from the beginning. And it's 12 seasons late. And I'm texting her things like, can you even believe that Luann, it's like so many years ago. And she's, God bless her, reacting as if it's in real time. Like, she's like, I know.
Joy in my heart. No,
I couldn't stop texting you. I couldn't believe what I had discovered. I could not believe it. It was so exciting. So the New York thing was so exciting. And then Salt Lake was like, oh my, like, just what a gift. What a gift. And then I watched Atlanta, which you recommended, but you recommended like sort of like just, but it's great. And I watched Atlanta from the beginning, and that took years off my life. Like that I've not seen it in about 3 seasons. Like that show it slowly killed me. And it was insane. It was insanity. Yeah, so that's my history.
And then currently, what are you watching currently?
So I'm all caught up on Beverly Hills.
Great.
A lot of thoughts on that. All caught up, obviously, on Salt Lake. Below Deck, I'm caught up.
Good.
And Potomac, I'm way back. I think Peter and Ashley just broke up, I think. Like, I'm back there. Right. But I'm taking my time with Potomac. Like, that's my one where I'm like, I got a minute. Let me just turn a little Potomac. And I've not watched, and that's, I think, where am I missing one that I watched?
Do you watch what we call the JV shows, like the Vanderpump and the Summer House Rules, or Summer House Rules?
I don't do Summer House, and it seems so hard to start that right now, unless it's COVID. Sure. Like, start from the beginning of Summer House, which I feel like I'd need to, but I could do it if I focused. Yes, Vanderpump, obsessed, again, hadn't watched it, right? And Amy's like, so there's this show called you're going to want to, and I had on my whatever social media something, I saw this thing like, so I'm watching it, and I saw this thing called Scandival. So I knew Sandoval was involved in something, but I didn't know what, I was like, is it tax evasion? Like, I didn't know what it was. And if only. And I was watching it, and again, no way to guess. There was no way to guess what was coming. And
I love that it was still a surprise for you. That's great.
100% a surprise. I mean, I actively didn't look at anything. And Vanderpump, another one. Like, I love and hate the shows where the villain, obviously most of the time, the villain changes. It rotates. And so Vanderpump, the villain rotates all the time, and I've got I've got a hot take. I've got a hot take on Vanderpump.
I know you do. I can't wait.
And like Beverly Hills, the all the time, every season, I'm like, who I hate this, who I like, it changes. Their versions of evil is like, it's all a little couched in like, on Atlanta. When someone's the bad guy that season, you're like, what? Why'd you break into their home? Like, it's crazy. They're so crazy.
Overt, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, Vanderpump, love, and then transition to the Valley, which is, thank God they brought Lala.
I was not, initially, when I heard the news, I was like, I don't need it, but I like them. I like how they're both showing up.
I do too.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about this more later, but I don't know. I actually think Schwartz and Michelle make sense together.
Oh my God.
So here's a big thing where Amy and I, like, we differ on a few things, but our big, like, we have to agree to disagree. Our big sticking point is Schwartzy.
Sure.
She can't stand him, and I just find him oddly really endearing.
Man, Bravo. Oh, the Bravo men that worm their way into our hearts. It's embarrassing for us.
It makes no sense.
Everyone has a problematic fave.
Yes.
And you just have to make space for it.
Yeah. And you have to just sit with that difficult emotion.
He's like kind of the only man on these shows that I enjoy.
Yeah. I'm going through it right now because the man that I have enjoyed on Summer House for a long time is at the center of their big, like, scandal.
Yes, I've been hearing there's a scandal. I don't know the name.
Yeah. So it's just it's just really humiliating to have to sit with that. And
you want to talk about humiliation? I love Jesse Lally. I don't know why. I think it's really a holdover from knowing that he used to date Anna Nicole Smith.
Sure.
Right.
I think that's like 90% of it. But I just got a soft spot for that absolute bastard. That bastard man. I just love him. I'm sorry.
I don't know that he's a bastard. I don't know
that he's not.
He just gives me douche chills, so it's hard.
Douche chills.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Can we go back to my hot take on Vanderpump while we're just there?
Sure.
This is my, like, it's not a hot take. I cannot stand Katie. Like,
oh, sure.
Like, I think she's a negative, energied, whiny, it's everyone else's fault. Schwartz is horrible, not a great boyfriend or husband. But also she's like, ugh. And her, like, sudden beautiful alliance with Ariana, and it just, everything about, I've never rooted for anything to work less than that stupid sandwich shop. I wanted it to fail so badly. Not because of Ariana. And Ariana's fine. Ariana's fine. Like, Ariana was fine, by the way, 10 weeks after the
Yeah.
But
no,
but Katie can fuck all the way off.
She
Can't
is
stand her.
we just did a Vanderpump rewatch, and she's a hard watch.
Sure.
Even when you can see the shit that she's going through, it's a hard watch. And like at the center of this summer house thing, there is a toxic couple that is in the process of separating. Mm-hmm. And for the entirety of the whole show, 10 seasons, you have watched them have the same fight where she's martyrs herself, and he is a person who will not, a hard party boy who will not change. And it, like, that central fight, it's just like Tom and Katie, just in a different shade. And it's so hard to have sympathy for someone who is screaming about how they're in this prison and the door's wide open.
Exactly.
You could leave at any point. You're waiting around for this a man to change?
Yeah. If you're waiting for him to become a man, that only took breaking up with her and having a restaurant failed for him to even look like a man. But also he's not a horrible guy. Like she treated him like he was Jax. Like she's like, ugh.
He'd like to pour drinks on her or something. He did pour a couple drinks on her.
About that.
I mean, I think that my take on Tom Schwartz, I don't think he's evil like these other guys. I think like in the sliding scale of Vanderpump men, he definitely comes out on top. And he just, to me, reads of someone who has so much childhood trauma that he can't handle conflict. And so he stuffs it down and it comes out in all these awful ways.
Yes. And that, by the way, what he said on The Valley recently was almost the first time I really heard him say, I had a really bad childhood. Like, like before that, like he's triplet brothers and like it sounded sort of fun. I don't know why triplet brothers. Yeah. And that was the first time I heard him say, like, yeah, that was my dad was like, it was really, I had a bad childhood. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, there was a whole thing about his dad not coming to his and Katie's wedding.
Oh, right.
And then I think maybe it's because there was like the parents' relationship. I think they can't be in the same room. You know, like all this shit. It's dark. It's all very dark. And if you wanna hate Katie Maloney, I support you.
Yeah.
I think that like so many women on that show, she was a young woman suffering at the hands of like toxic men. And also, like, there's the door. Like, you could have left at any point.
Right. But all right, enough about Katie. That's in the Wayback Machine.
I'm glad you got it off your chest.
Yeah.
Are there, I want to know I don't know this about you, but like of the housewives, for a sec, who are your Mount Rushmore? Who are your like faves? We both have a problematic fave housewife. Everyone's got one. But then also, like, do you have any, like, who are the ones that you just love? Either you feel seen by them or they just tickle you.
I'm gonna, even though I said Atlanta has taken years off my life, I'm gonna go with Portia.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go with Phaedra.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Heather from Salt Lake.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love like her. Like I feel like I could hang out with The first two, I don't know if they'd want to hang out with me. They're just like they're too cool, and they'd be like, ugh. I feel like Heather and I would have a nice conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gosh, in Beverly Hills, I don't think I've got one. They all trade. Fair. They all trade being. Oh no, Garcelle.
Oh sure.
Oh
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. That's those are mine. But if you say someone else, great. I may remember.
No, those are great. Oh my God, those four would be a party.
I think Portia is hands down the funniest housewife there ever. Like she's legitimately funny. Like I've watched her, talk, whatever that is, podcast, talk show, whatever it is. She's legitimately quick and funny. Yeah. Like I think she's hilarious. The funniest one.
I think so. I think it's the great tragedy of the traders is that people don't watch Housewives. And so they don't know. It's the way they underestimated Phaedra last season. And then with this past season, they were like, Portia misspoke. That means she's a traitor. And I'm like, if you watched one episode of her on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, you would know that that's just Portia.
Yeah.
Portia is also one of the greatest arcs that we've had on reality television, like from where she started to where she is now, dating a lady and she's got a baby, she's dating a woman, she seems to be living her best life.
Yes, I love this for her. I wish all housewives who got divorced would just go find a hot stud and just start dating them. I want that for all of them.
Well, someone did that and it didn't work out well.
And she wouldn't talk about it.
That's true.
It's because she wouldn't talk about it.
And that is why Kyle is my least favorite on Beverly Hills. Ooh, I'm Team Dorit, believe it or not, which is a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Totally.
Dorit. That's crazy.
How did we get here?
She's insane.
But she smoked a cigarette in her car, and I love her for it. I want to hear what you want to talk about today. We've gotten a taste of it with the Vanderpump stuff. This is a place for you to get it off your chest.
Okay, well, so I made some notes.
We love it when people have notes. It's certainly not required, but it brings a little joy to my heart.
I just can't, I get too excited. By the way, I'm going to stop this podcast and then be like, can I come on next week? Because I thought of 17 more things.
The answer is yes.
God, I could talk about New York forever. I could talk about Below Deck. Below Deck has less hot takes because it's just sort of like my husband, because I keep it on. I call it my reality wallpaper, right? I got that from you probably. It sits in the back. I do stuff, and he's like, "How many seasons?" And I was like, endless. I don't even know. There's a million. It's always on. I'm gonna start with this, and then I'm gonna go to my weird Wayback Machine, a conspiracy theory.
Great. Okay.
First of all, in this year's Traders, I love a housewife energy. I love it. That's why we watch the show. When they show up on Traders and their housewife energy, it doesn't always work for them. I wish they would figure that out, but they don't. They give voting. But okay, that's on them. And they focus on the outfits rather than on playing the right game. That's fine. The things are going to happen the way they happen. In that, when they went to the, not tell all, what do you call it? The reunion. The fact that Candace and Lisa Rinna could not stop talking about themselves made me so mad. So I was livid. And when she's like, I was Lisa fucking Rinna. I am Lisa fucking Rinna. I would be Lisa fucking. I was like, bitch, you were on a soap opera. What are you talking about? Do you know what I mean? If you were a princess, I was a princess before I met you, and now she's so full of herself, and so I'm so glad that they said that she's just not. Andy's she's just not. I don't think it's gonna work for her to ever come back. Which I'm like, fuck you. And
I love her and I've missed her, but in this what you're saying about the ego and the playing of this role. I think it like back in on a show like Beverly Hills, especially for her to come back, I can see it upsetting the balance too. I would take it, but I would be worried about that for sure.
I wouldn't be furious if she showed up. Like, it's not like, oh my God. It wouldn't be like Nene Leakes showing up back. I'd be like, I'm going to turn off my television.
See, that's another point where we just have to shake hands and agree to disagree.
I think, like, I was thinking about this. I was like, I think my least, but I think Teresa and Nene are my two, or like, I hate them.
That they do share a thing with Lisa Rinna, that like ego, that like playing this character of themselves that they've created.
Anyway, they totally took over the whole reunion. That pissed me off. But
I didn't even watch because I knew that was going to happen.
Two housewives to be most likely to make it about themselves. It's absolutely Candace and Lisa Rinna are the top of the list.
Yes. And like Portia was there, and like she didn't even get a word for Portia to not be able to talk like that. That you guys are saying something.
Yeah, I do think it was maybe too many housewives. I am surprised I'm saying that, but I do think it tipped the scales, right?
Yeah,
because also people are misogynists and they don't watch the Housewives, and they don't know what to expect, and they have an idea of what they're going to be like, and it just like there's so much baggage that comes with being a housewife that I think it upsets the balance of the show.
I think the housewives need to get better at playing the game.
Yes.
And I think the gamers need to get better at knowing how to handle housewives. That show is kind of at an interesting tipping point. What happens, how they cast next season and how next season plays out, I think will be, can't wait to watch.
It'll be weird, yeah. Here's my question though. Don't you think Nene's funny? She not funny to you? My number one thing to her is I think she's just so fucking funny.
She is funny. Yes. And maybe I can find a way to soften a little about her. I'm growing up too, guys. I'm growing up too.
Aren't we all? Oh my God, it's beautiful.
I just think the second she gets the spotlight, she becomes like, I don't think she has it in her to have adjusted to a different.
That's definitely her Achilles heel in the last like season or so that she was on the show. Right? She just didn't feel like she could play by the rules.
Oh, yeah. And here's something interesting that Andy says, and it frustrates me. When they're like, who's your favorite housewife? He's like, I can't, it's like picking a favorite child. He's like, but I do have allegiance to the people that have been there the longest, right? He's like, the people that I've known the longest. And I'm like, oh, I wish he wouldn't say that, because that's like the Nene Leakes. That's like the Teresas.
Teresa.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
Kyles, the Kyles.
Like, the Kyles. Yep. I'm like, come on. Yeah, Kyle, we talked about this a bunch, Amy. I was like, it's just, you're not allowed to be in a reality show and hide a relationship. Yeah. Especially when you are you're separated and you're now dating a woman. And if that woman doesn't want to be on TV, you just don't mention her name. You know what I mean? That you don't say her name, but you are allowed to say what you're doing. She can't say, don't tell anyone you're dating a woman. She can't say that. It's like,
Kyle?
No. Yeah, it's crazy. Especially when you had her on the show.
Yes.
And you were kicking your feet and giggling, getting tattoos together. And then now you're changing the rules in the middle.
And then you guys made out in a video?
I think that Kyle should have done what Cynthia Bailey did in Atlanta and take a couple seasons off and then come back as a very involved friend of. And I think if she had done that, like when the Morgan stuff was happening and came back, and then, because then when you're a friend of, you can come back and you say like, yeah, I dated a woman. I don't want to talk about it. And like, you don't have to because you're a friend of. But when you're still anchoring the show and holding the center diamond.
She needs that center diamond.
Yeah. She's like, I thought about not coming back, but bullshit. And and I think that's why this anger towards Dorit is like, she's so angry at Dorit. Like, I get. We all know why Dorit's. She's Dorit. Yeah. But like, so angry at her and like taking PK's side. It's like, it's so clearly of like pointing the finger, like, don't look at what I did. Don't look at any. My relationship with my ex is perfect. Like, no, it's not. So you said Cynthia. So should I go to my conspiracy theory?
Yeah.
It's such a big deal to me, and it's probably going to be not a big deal to anyone else.
I'm here for it.
Let's go back in time. Back to the Candy Burris, the Phaedra, the Cynthia of it all, okay? Mm-hmm. And when Phaedra got introduced and she was pregnant, they're like, how many months? And I was like, you know she's lying so that she doesn't have to tell her mom. It's not, she doesn't care about the audience. She doesn't want to tell her mom. Leave her alone.
Like it's you don't know. Oh,
it's so mean. Her mom's like, just come on, give her a second.
Her mom's her mom, who's a pastor, right?
Yes,
both her
she's
parents
just lying
pastors,
to her mom. That's it. So they started off being so mean to her, and I was like, oh my god. Okay, that aside. So when this whole thing, so I didn't remember her. I'm not even remember her ex-husband, who went to jail. Yeah. Phaedra's husband.
Oh, Apollo, yeah.
Oh yeah, Apollo. So when she and Apollo, he went to jail and they hadn't yet broke up, and Todd and Peter were, I can't believe she's not visiting her husband in jail. What? And fucking Candy and Cynthia got on board. And we're like, yeah, Phaedra. And they turned on Phaedra. They put his four-wheelers in. They kept his stuff in the garage. Yes. Like, it was he was a horrible person. And here's why they did it. Because Peter and Todd and Apollo were taking their meetings at strip clubs and fucking other women. 100%. They were all fucking other women in these strip clubs, and they all knew it. And they all knew where each other's bodies were buried. And they could not turn on Apollo because Apollo's such a horrible... He would 100% turn on them in a heartbeat if they didn't store his four-wheeler. And those guys were so good. Todd is so good at lying. Peter is so good at lying. They're like, can you believe Phaedra? And the women turned like yeah. And the fact that these women, Cynthia and Candy, both who are intelligent, good people, became such monsters to Phaedra that I was so frustrated. And then Phaedra, of course, heard the rumors, which I believe were true, that there was like a little sex room downstairs at Candy and Todd's house.
I mean, why not?
Right. I have zero issue with that. Little sex room, and maybe they brought a third in occasionally. But she amped it up and said horrible thing. Accused them of basically drugging and raping people, which is obviously
taking it a step.
No one here supports that.
17 steps too far. Slander. I think so a lot of words for it, and was then cut off the show. But no one ever looked at the fact that this poor woman was left. And everyone turned on her and was supporting this man that was in jail.
Yeah.
You called this a conspiracy theory, and I don't know. I'm all in. I
think it just makes good old-fashioned sense. This is, and I think, while you were saying all this, I just kept thinking about PK and Mauricio. Because I've been maintaining a small pet theory of my own about those two and the things that they get up to.
Yep.
And I think it's these nasty men that stick together. I'm sure the men of New Jersey have a similar racket going on.
Absolutely. They all know and if they turn on each other, someone's going to tell. Yeah. So they can't afford to. And so this poor woman, Phaedra, who, everyone's got it, but she's a hustler. She's a lawyer running a funeral parlor, having babies. I think she had a third or fourth business. Hustler, making her husband stealing her money. She's making more. He's stealing it, tax it. He's doing everything to keep her from thriving. And they were like, how dare she not visit her husband in jail? It was the worst. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. When you put it that way,
It's crazy. I was just watching the most recent episode of this new season, and there's new housewives, and they're cute, and there's there's fun stuff going on. But damn, I texted our group thread about this, Ellen. Being in a heterosexual relationship, being in a marriage on Real Housewives of Atlanta is a humiliation ritual. Oof. None of these men are shit. They are all like, this one woman was like telling the cute story of how she basically had to beg her husband to marry her, and then they showed the footage from the like clerk's office where they were getting their marriage licenses, and she was like, it's the big, we're doing it, and he literally looked at the camera like and they aired it. And she's like, yeah, I had to force him. We've been together for 10 years. I forced him. And then there was another one, like, where he was like, this woman who was like very successful. And he was like, yeah, when we first started dating, I had to humble you. Like, with a straight ass face. I want all the women of Atlanta to go the Portia route and start dating a hot masked lesbians.
They're really, like, they pick really bad men. How, did you watch the new next gen?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So Candy's daughter.
She was sweet, yeah.
She was very good at being 22.
I was like, oh, look at her. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, for a Nepo baby.
Yes. Yeah. And beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And like very good at being a drunk, messy 22-year-old.
Yes. Yes.
And her friendship with Kim Zolciak's daughter, whose name I'm forgetting.
Is it Ariana?
Yeah, I loved their friendship. They were two.
Me too.
It was so fun to see them together. I do think Candy could give her less money. Like, wasn't she saying like that? I know that she was like, "Hey, you have a year," but it was
hilarious.
like she was still getting like $6,000 a month, and I was like, maybe like a grant. I don't know, less money, Candy. Give her less money.
That's so funny.
That $14,000 like credit card bill from the club. No.
Yeah.
But I don't worry about Riley the way I worry about some of these other Nepo babies. Because Candy's got such a good head on her shoulders.
She's also just, I respect hard workers. Like
Yeah.
And hardworking and like she's not delusional. Like I'm going to start this, she's not, she by Sheree.
Or Sonia Morgan.
Sonia. I love Sonia.
Sonia.
She may be like my favorite broken bird of all time.
She really, they broke the mold when they made her. So, okay. What else you got? You got anything?
Yeah.
You got any other?
Oh, the Valley. Did you
empty the clip? You said you had something about the Valley. And any below deck hot takes you want to say?
I mean, that's the thing with below deck. There's never hot takes because like it's just it's like a blur of like fun and like what and like I just love it so much. I just love it, and I love the people that are willing to go on there and be who they are, knowing full well that it's airing on TV. Like that.
Are you talking guests or
guests?
crew?
Oh, guests.
Yeah.
That baffles me. Like at this point, man, the people are going to see how you behave, and I think they want to. I don't know. They just want to be famous, so they want. I don't know. I don't know.
And then ass out, sloppy, drunk on TV.
So crazy. And then, my other, I think Amy and I discussed this. What job would you want? And mine is I would want to be second stew because I'd want to do service, a little tablescaping. I could do breakfast. I could do mornings. I could do evenings. I could do late night. I could do cleanup. But I don't want to do laundry.
That's a great and second stew is great because then you also don't have the responsibility of being the chief stew.
I don't want to order like I need 17 Moroccan band. I don't know.
No. Whenever they show those phone calls, I'm always like, who are they calling? And like, what?
I know.
How is that person? I want to show about that person
doing
their job.
Totally. The ones that are like, we're out of red wine. They're like, what do you mean you're out of red wine?
Oh my God,
that's a great pitch.
But also, I'm like, are you calling to get a mariachi band for tonight? Like, it all seems
right.
When they're doing the preference sheet meetings, when they're doing all of it, it all seems so last minute. It's got to be fake, right?
It's got to be fake, I think. But I do love also that the chefs forget about allergies all the time.
Yeah.
Like never not serving shellfish to someone who's like, it's like, if nothing else, you got to pay attention to the allergies. Like if they get onions, they're like, I'm not a fan. Or I told you I don't love meatloaf. Like that's fine. But like, if they're allergic to shellfish and you give them a plate of shrimp, like, come on.
Yeah. Come on. I think I would like to be a chef on a yacht. If I was going to do one of the jobs,
Ooh.
I think I would like to do it. I don't know that I would show up as my best self. I think that it
But
would
you don't have
maybe
to.
ruin-
That's the great
But
part
then
of
if
that
I'm
job.
on camera doing it, but like if I'm on the show, they're gonna be like, oh, you're the lady that screams and cries and just alternates screaming and crying while you're putting out food, and I would have to be like, yeah, no, that is me.
But that's great. You're the
just-
chef. They allow that there.
Yeah.
like Rachel, that one that was on America's Next Top Model, the one who's just like, show up, say talk your shit all day, but then turn out good food.
Yeah.
I think I would really enjoy that because also I could just it's like I just run my own little unit. Like I know that it's just me doing it. I can depend on myself.
Yeah.
I don't. There are fewer variables. Even though the food stuff is crazy,
Yeah.
I just think I would be good at that.
And like everything they say in life, finish strong, right? Like people remember the last thing that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they say toddlers, when you go to preschool and they go, what'd you do today? They will only tell you the last thing they did. Like they will never remember what they did. They just don't have any record. They only tell the last thing. So, and Amy, your dessert game is on point. So
Well, thank you.
Every meal they'd be like, oh my God, that was a great meal. Because, okay, Ellen, what
Like
would
she
be your
just made spaghetti. Yeah.
Yeah. remember when they
cheese.
Remember when they
But
just
then we
made
had a
nachos?
pavlova.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the bad nachos that was
Oh
just
my
on a
God.
plate.
And they were
Oh, God.
horrible nachos.
They were.
All right.
Terrible Warren. Yeah.
If I were working on Below Deck, I've said this before on the pod, but I think I very frequently think about another life where something crazy has happened to me, and I go be a chief stew on Below Deck.
Oh, good.
I can see it.
Yeah, I think I would definitely be. You know what I would like? I would either want to be in the laundry all day, or I would want to be the chief stew. I would not want to be the second stew. I would either want to be head bitch in charge, or just put me in the laundry and I can listen to podcasts and music and hang out and have a nice time by myself.
I totally get that.
But also,
you don't have
second.
You don't have
Sorry, go
teenagers yet. You don't have teenagers yet. When you when you have two teenagers, all I do is laundry and
Sure.
like looking at because it looks alike, like checking tags and whose underwear is this the one that I hate it so much.
Okay.
Like, the idea of doing that. That to me that's how.
boys. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's fair. That's fair. I think
No one would want to be on deck. No one would want to throw a fender over.
Okay, I was just about to say I think I would actually really like to be on deck too. I would
I
like.
was going to say,
like
Ellen,
the-
I think you would thrive out there.
I feel
I
like you
love-
would do well.
I like the physical. I like the manual labor part of it. I also have started. Okay, from the most recent season of Below Deck Med or whatever.
Okay.
the one who's
the current
one
one
who's
or the one before?
the one that just finished airing. And the one whose boyfriend had died, and
Yeah,
she was hooking up with
that's
that.
right,
She was
girl.
hooking up with
Yes.
that guy, and he hooked up with someone else the day of her
Yes.
birthday, which was also the day her
I mean,
boyfriend died.
can you imagine? While she's in a
mean,
hotel mourning and sick.
Like,
she's
yes, sick and like emotionally distraught, and this other guy's
mean,
fucking somebody
You have
else.
one night to just behave.
night.
Just can you behave for one night? No.
But so I started following her on Instagram, and she's a really fun Instagram follow. She's doing like niche yachting content about like this is how you break into the industry, and like this is what it's really like. And she's very funny. She's very smart, and I feel like I could go be on a yacht. I could go work on a yacht now because of her.
I believe in you.
I believe in you too. Isn't that funny? You watch a show and then suddenly you're like, I think I could do that. Like whatever the job is, like I feel like I'm good enough.
Yeah.
Wait, Nikki, I don't know this about you. Who's your favorite captain? Do you have one?
I mean, it's got to be Jason.
Great, yeah.
I think it
He's
does.
great.
He's great, and Captain Lee always he's like, I have no problem firing you. Like we get it. You have no problem.
yeah.
And Captain Sandy, I love.
Mm-hmm.
I love her whole story. I love what she's about. I love that she's so pro female becoming captains. But I love Captain Jason so much, and he loves his daughter so much. But you know what? The one that freaks me out is the sailing. Captain
Glenn.
Yes, Captain Glenn.
Because and here's exactly why I love him. The idea that man has to share a cabin with a crew member blows my mind.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, so I'm with you. Like, what? You're with me? He's a grown-ass man. He's a captain of a sailing vessel, which is no joke. And you have to share a room with a 21-year-old? Oh, my God.
That's really funny.
That's upsetting.
Ugh.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but haven't we seen him crash the boat not once but twice?
Yes.
At least twice.
Yeah.
And those are just the ones we know about. The ones we caught on camera.
And that feels like the number one thing you can't do is run the boat into the dock.
Absolutely.
He's a little type B to be a yacht captain.
Sure.
In my opinion.
Exactly.
Be type B, but like maybe at a job where people's lives are at risk.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you watching this current season of Down Under? That Mike guy?
Tell me,
with the
Mike
hair?
is with the
He's the one with
who blows it forward. Yeah.
who hates women.
Yeah.
I need him off the boat and my TV.
I would love to just take a lighter to his hair with like watch it off. Just watch that whole stupid curl that he sprays and all up. Yeah, he's the worst.
When I saw that Ellie was coming back, I was like, no! But it's the best. It's been the best thing because she scared Ben so bad when she flipped out on him that I've never seen him like this. He is so afraid. And that's how I've realized that's how I want him to be. Like this week when she put dish soap on the eggs and he couldn't freak out at her. Have you watched this week's yet?
No.
Well, first of all,
I'm only 1 week off.
Okay.
The whole don't call me sweetie, don't. I can't do accents. Don't call me. And but she went from 0 to 100.
Yeah,
but she was fine. And then the day he was like, you clean up the kitchen, totally not cool. Nope, totally cool. But she should have just said, like, that's a lot of work. I don't want to do it. There's a way to say that instead of just going hog wild. I'm going to tell the captain. Like, she went bananas.
She lost her mind. But that's the thing. I feel like she has no, like, there's so many people. I feel like they don't know how to have a difficult conversation. So they'll stuff it down until the only option is the nuclear option that then just, like, blows up everything. Because she was not, I mean, it was driving me nuts the way he was calling her sweetie and baby, even though I know in his mind he was doing it for a different reason. But the fact that she just lost her shit, but like, I just loved watching how scared he got. He apologized immediately. And now even when she makes the dumbest mistake of all time, he just goes super calm.
Yeah.
'Cause he knows, I got a wild animal in the kitchen and I can't.
Right.
And I can't do what I normally do.
I think the main concern was one of the main concerns was all the names he was using for her, which is that's HR. That's like canceled. That's in a world different than like, he yells at me when I make the eggs wrong. Like that's in a different world. So I think he's like,
yeah. He probably called Kate Chastain.
Yes.
And she was like, you fucking apologize and you just double down.
Don't take a Valium no matter what. Isn't that why she got kicked off, right? She took a Valium.
Hey, that was
Hannah.
Oh,
it was Hannah. Yeah.
It was Hannah and Sandy. Hannah had she had some Valium and like a weed pen or something.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. You're right.
And she got ratted out.
What do we think about Joao?
Oh boy.
Ellen?
So I don't think that this has been addressed on the show, but I saw that he got sober a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And so that totally tracks for me, where I was like, oh, I understand why you were bad and alcohol and substances were adding on to that. So I guess I've kind of softened to him in this season.
I think so too. He definitely is not,
but he's drinking
as much of a little bitch.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay.
Oh, he is.
Then maybe
I'm
wrong.
Am I forgetting this?
I wasn't paying attention. I never pay attention during the Nights Out scene. But so
see,
I
I watch exactly how much everyone drinks. Like I'm obsessed. Who's the drunkest? Yeah.
I do think he's better this season.
Yeah.
Well, better behaved than he has been in the past for sure.
And what do you think?
But also, I think Ellie is scaring the shit out of him. I think Ellie just scares all of the men on that boat.
Even with the captain, I think.
Yes.
I think he's like, okay, Ellie. Good for you for standing up for yourself.
Yeah. But also, that's the second woman that's come like to the office, to the deck to like complain about Ben.
Yeah.
Jason must just be like, oh God.
I do say I'm glad that Ben has to work with Ellie because I think he deserves it. I
Yeah.
think he deserves to be working with an absolute loose cannon.
Yes,
and he has to handle that. Yeah.
Yes.
1,000,000%. I love it.
What this is going to be mean. What's the name of the female chef? British? Who had sort of had weird teeth.
Oh, yes, from Zarina
Yes.
from Down Under.
Down on, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
She kept making bad choices because then she went on some dates with like somebody that her friend had gone on dates with. I think
it was Joao.
That's right. It was.
I think
Joao.
it was Joao. And of course,
Oh,
he's
no.
not interested in her.
And Joao, not a good guy either.
No, not like.
If there's anything we're learning from Bravo in this current day and age, don't date your friend's ex.
No.
This is
Yeah.
how the whole fucking Summer House thing, this is what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
It never, ever works.
I know I have to watch Summer House. I know, I get it.
You know, listen, I don't want to add. There's so much on right now. I don't want anyone to have to feel like they have to watch something. We all have so much homework these
Yeah.
days.
We've not said anything about Salt Lake. Where are we at with Salt Lake, everybody?
I'm ready for the
Yeah.
next season.
Yeah.
I'm very interested about the talks they've had about the contracts, the new contracts the women had to sign, where they're not allowed to talk to bloggers. They're not allowed to like, there's all of this stuff they're not allowed to do, or at least bring up on camera.
Because I think Lisa does it on the reg. I think she every morning she calls somebody and tells them some information. Like
That's
I really
a producer's job. Yeah.
she's and then Meredith is horrible. Like I can't believe people can become grown women with children and not be able to apologize. Like they can't. I don't know how it happens. I have to apologize 17 times a day.
Yeah.
For things I didn't even really do, but I'm like, you know what? That I came off a little harsh there. I'm sorry. Like I have to, and they don't know how to do it. And then I also think what one of the infantilized voice people that's on Bravo,
Whitney.
Mm-hmm.
Whitney Rose.
yeah, I think she also is in tight with a lot of bloggers.
Oh yes. What was it? Up and Adam?
Oh, yeah. One of those.
So many of these podcasts have very funny names. I was like, oh, Up and Adam. That's a good pun. Good job, Adam.
Yeah.
All right, Adam. I think Whitney's always been a soldier, like a producer soldier. Like you need me to generate, you need me to bring up a storyline on camera, I got it. You need me to do this, I'll do it. She's like Ashley Darby in that way. Like we've got some soldiers sprinkled through.
Yeah, no, Ashley's great. Yeah, she's like basically like running. She's like reading her script. And then action, like she's on it.
She's done the work. She's got. That's
right.
She's prepared.
Yeah, and Whitney feels the same way for sure. Do we think what are we thinking about Lisa and Meredith? I would love to see if Meredith is not going to change, then I would love to see her as a friend of. I don't need to see that much of her anymore. You know what I mean?
If she's not going to say anything truthful about any part of her life. And that's the part, it's the Kyle of it all. It's like, I don't know what we're doing. Like,
yeah.
That's something we talk about a lot is like this notion of people who think they can come on one of these shows and curate and like pick and choose their reality and hide big parts of their life. Like, we're going to find out. That's the whole drama of the show.
Right, they think they're more important, you know, because they've been there longer, and perhaps they are. I can't say yes or no about that, but like, it's too much. Like the show is we watch you be messy too. It's not like don't just say over and over again, Kyle, that like we have the best relationship, we're friends, and sometimes it's hard, but just it's our girls and everything's it's like okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have anything else that you want to get off your chest before we?
One more thing. I don't want Carol back in my world.
Oh, okay.
Great. Say it.
Yeah, I don't.
That's fair.
I respect the fuck out of her as a writer and like a woman that made her like reporter. Like, fuck yeah. And then to watch someone so established become such a petty bitch was I was like, oh my God, it was awful to watch. Like, you are actually a person. You were like a human being, fully developed, and you just dissolved into this bleh. And now she's back to do it again. Yeah. But a friend of, hopefully it'll be better.
But also, like, there's no other person from her time, right? She doesn't have any like contemporaries in there. It's just her, and then like Aaron and Jessel. I don't want that.
She is about, I think, like 15 to 20 years older than just about everybody else on the show now.
Oh yeah.
I'm just picturing her like Miss Patricia on Southern Charm, like the older lady that they just come over occasionally for like a tea party or something, and she just imparts a little wisdom, and then they go about and then like live their lives.
Yeah, and I imagine because she's very bright. I imagine she's learned from her mistakes that, like, don't date the guy who wants to use your money to open a salad restaurant.
Oh my God, that guy. Now is the time we call Say It, Forget It, where we make space to blow off some Bravo steam. In the words of Dorinda Medley, say it, forget it, write it, regret it. Ellen, I believe you have something you'd like to discuss.
Yeah, this is something I've been saying and forgetting for just about ever since we started the podcast, and that is, you might not like Janet, but she was right about Danny, and we are seeing it this season, and I am glad that... I want everyone else to understand that she's annoying, but she was right. So that's it. I'll just keep saying that the rest of the season of The Valley, that Danny is a little nightmare. He's my least favorite man on that show.
He's dark side.
Can I ask a question? Are we allowed to talk during this period of time?
Yeah. Please. Absolutely.
You pointed it out. I didn't even realize it, Amy, that he's this, like, God tells me to have more kids. Like, he's, like, I was like, oh, no. I didn't get it. Now once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Right.
Listen, Janet handled that situation like totally terribly. It wasn't her fight to pick. And to say sexual assault like is a pretty loaded term.
It's a loaded term. And the verbiage just kept amping up and amping up and amping up.
Yeah, and I would and certainly do take issue with how she went about it, but I think that at the heart of what she was saying, she was correct. That this guy is a creep and was being really fucking rude to Jasmine and Melissa, her wife.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think we're seeing it in this relationship, in his, oh my God, when he said, when they have 4 kids, and he said, I would be so sad if my son didn't have a brother. I was like,
shut up.
My dude. So what, you're going to make your wife have another kid and it's a 50-50 chance of if it's a boy or a girl? And also, who gives a shit about gender? But I'm sure they're not. Whatever.
Also, can you support your 4 kids?
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, your wife went through horrible postpartum on the second to last one. And the fact you're like, let's have another. She had horrible postpartum. Like, why would you ask her to do it again?
And I just was applauding the editors when they were cutting back and forth between what the doctor told him the recovery for this vasectomy was and what he was telling Nia he would have to do.
Yes.
10 days in bed, can't help with the kids at all. The doctor's like, okay, so don't exercise for 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not getting a vasectomy.
I'm sure he isn't.
They never do. These men on these fucking shows dangle it and make a storyline of it and whine about it, and then they don't do it. And I just don't understand why I have to watch it.
100%.
Go talk about this shit on Barstool or wherever your male content can be found.
Wait, I had to say it and forget it.
Oh, yeah.
It's really quick, and it's not even that important. I am almost consistently disappointed in Andy's inability to call people to task during the reunions. Like, I love the way he handles them. I love the way he handles he's brilliant. No one's better. But when he knows in his soul someone's wrong, and he doesn't say, but that's absurd. But that that's wrong. But he doesn't just go like, "Come, stop it." That's absurd. That frustrates me.
What show now would you like to see him get tough love with people?
I mean, the Kyle of it all was very frustrating. I mean, Atlanta forever. Now I'm blanking. Jersey. Oh, Jersey. Jesus.
Come on.
with
well,
Jersey.
I mean, Teresa did like physically assault him, like shove him back down into that chair.
That's true.
Yeah, like the idea that he couldn't just say to Teresa, "But you're so crazy and mean." Like what do you expect people to do? How do you expect anyone to react to you rationally when you're crazy and mean all the time?
But then she might punch him in the face.
Yeah, exactly. And he wants her there for rating them.
Yeah. I get it. I'd love it. I mean, and I think that's why there's like the questions from the audience or like from the viewers.
Right.
Sure.
Asking the questions that maybe Andy can't do.
Right.
We just need those questions to get meaner, I guess.
I'll write all of them if you want me to. Every single question.
Oh my God, please.
That's something they should auction off. Is like, do you want to write 5 questions? I mean, I would like, I'll give all my savings. How much to write 5 questions that will definitely air?
I would also love that if all the mean questions are you. It's like, Nicole from Los Angeles needs to know. Nicole from Los Angeles. Nicole from Los Angeles.
Like, sorry guys, she paid $1 million. We have to read them all.
That's right. Auction winner Nicole. Oh, she's got another one. Okay. Brace yourself. Yeah. Here she comes. Nicole, where can people find you? And would you have anything you'd like to plug? I mean,
no.
There's a treasure trove of brilliant performances. Get back in there, guys, and take your pick. My most recent favorite was on Running Point. You fucking cracked my shit up on that show. And I can't wait to see what's next.
Thank you.
Thank you. Guys, thank you so much for listening. If you've got a topic you'd like for us to explore, write to us at wackadoodlepod@gmail.com. And remember, we pick these people apart because we love them. And love is in quotation marks because sometimes love means hate.